All right. How you doing, Pat? Good. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Matt, I think yesterday we heard the crowd chanting for you to come over and sign autographs. And I just wonder what that says about your return here and what it's felt like being here again.
Yeah, no, it's very welcoming. It doesn't surprise me. They're very passionate. They love their football. We had some great times here, great experiences. The last 4 years here of me not being here and what Coach Reed, Veach, Patrick, and EB and the rest of this crew have done is nothing short of amazing. But I think we had a lot of good times up to that point, and now I'm back, and I appreciate that, and it means a lot to me.
Talk a lot about the 4 years there.
Yeah.
With a little bit of hindsight now.
Sure.
How do you balance the highs with maybe the fact that when it ended, it wasn't fun?
Sure. No, I think it's real life experiences. I'll say this right now, Pat, I wouldn't change anything of those 4 years experiences. I'd change a lot of what happened is wishing we won more and could have done more. But I learned a lot, and that part I wouldn't change. I think I got to be able to self-reflect on where I went wrong and how I could have been better. But I built a ton of great relationships with a lot of great people, starting with Mrs. McCaskey, with George McCaskey, Ted Phillips, Ryan Pace, and so many great players and coaches. We did, those will last forever. Those aren't going to leave. 4 years is gone, but it didn't end how we wanted it to. And there was disappointment, there was discouragement. But in all that said, I know I'm not defeated. I know those other players, coaches, and people aren't defeated. And so you just got to be better from it.
How do you self-reflect on something like that?
Well, I had plenty of time to do it once I got fired. You have some time, and there's the grieving process. I think that's normal, but you have to use that to be better, and however that is. But when you have a circle of friends of people that can help you out through that process, it makes it a lot easier. So it's a part of it, man. This is the next journey for me, the next chapter, and we're gonna move on with that.
Matt, we talked to you, I guess it's been a couple months ago. You've gotten back here with Patrick.
Yeah.
Now that you've been out here in the practice field and the meetings and all that stuff, what's different about him? How's he grown since you were with him before?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it is so neat to see his growth of where he's at and what he's done. So number one, he's been through 4 years of a lot of wins, a lot of, whether it's the Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, that Super Bowl MVP, 4 Pro Bowls, et cetera, a lot of wins. When you walk into that room for the first time and you see him in a meeting room and he's sitting there having 4 different conversations, 3 of them are football and one's off to the side on something else, you see his growth, his leadership. When he's out here on the football field, it's just wild to see what type of leader he is. He's rare. And, in that time that I had, a couple months after I got fired, I was able to read a book called Relentless. And it talks about, being great leaders and being somebody that can just be great in the moment. And he has so much confidence. And when he walks in the room, results occur because of that confidence every day in practice. That's rare. You don't come across that very much. And he makes me a better coach because of that. He makes his teammates better players. And it's just special.
We talk a lot about players and playing their former teams. And obviously on Saturday you're going to be going back to the Chicago. Yeah. Is it something where you feel like there'll be a lot of emotions? Are you looking forward to Sunday in the sense of just getting through it? How are you taking it?
Yeah, so number one, what I have to do, it's my professional job to make sure I step back and make sure it's about we and not me. I mean that when I say that. But that's hard sometimes. And so when you get there, I'm so used to being on the home side, right? On the home sideline, in the home locker room coming out. It's different. I don't know how I'll feel when I get out there. But I'm here for this team and these guys, and I built great relationships with with everyone there. But it's the preseason too, so we're going to go out there and have some fun.
Matt, did you ever talk to Patrick about his count to 10 in Chicago that night? Did that ever come up between you guys?
No comment.
Yes, no.
What's that?
When you're in those meetings with Patrick, how would you describe how he communicates with the scenes to those receivers and how you're sort of seeing it to you, given that it seems like Andy's giving him a little bit more freedom to sort of evolve with y'all?
Yeah, so the quarterback has a lot of flexibility with the toolbox that we have. And for him, this is a little bit new and different for him this year because he's got new wide receivers. And so I think it's pretty cool to see him walk through the process of what he sees. So when we're in meetings sometimes, you know, Coach does his deal, and he runs the meetings, he goes through everything. But then there's also a side where he lets Patrick go through and see it from the wide receivers, see it from Patrick's view, and that's awesome because the wideouts see that, they connect, and Patrick's really good at communicating. Sometimes, hey, you didn't run the right route, but here's how you should run it. But he does it without hurting their feelings. Again, a rare trait that he has, and it's just neat to be a part of.
Harold, Matt, when it comes to Andy and Eric, you all together again, you were with them previously. What's that kind of remarriage, if you will, been back? It's been like riding a bicycle, or is it some things you found differently about how it's going to work?
No, without a doubt it is. The roles are a little bit different, obviously, with EB and myself. But when you understand, like, again, what these guys have done together when I've been removed for 4 years is rare. It's awesome. Coach Reed has a culture and the way he does things, and we all follow. EB has been amazing at what he's done at his job. It's neat to see. He's grown a lot, and he's helped me out. So now we're a team. We work together. We help each other out. There's zero egos, and it is kind of like riding a bicycle, but at the same point in time, man, we're all in this for one reason. Zero egos, and we're here to win. That's it. And so it makes it easy when you're here for that.
Matt, you said there's things that looking back you wouldn't change anything. We've heard up in Chicago some players say these practices are harder, or we're doing this and that. In terms of just the X's and O's of
Sure.
you wouldn't change.
No, I mean, there's a lot of, I guess it's a broad statement when you say that. You look back and you reflect. You say, yeah, I would change this or change that. There's different silos that I look at and I say, okay, I'd probably do something different here. And then you can get into the schematics, the X's and O's, the personnel, et cetera. But at the same point in time, you learn from some of that, and you say, okay, if I was to go back and have that opportunity, would I handle it the same way? Maybe for some instances, yes, and maybe for some, no. But in the end, for us, it just didn't end how we wanted to. But that's okay. We move on, and new journey.
All right, thank you. That's it.